Hi there, and welcome to this lesson. In this lesson, we'll be learning about measures of central tendency, okay? And under measures of central tendency, we'll be learning about the median of a distribution, okay? Now, in the last lesson, we learned about the mean, okay? And in this lesson, we'll be learning about the median. Now, as the lesson progresses, anything you don't understand, be sure to contact your tutor, who will be more than happy to help. Yeah, let's jump right into the lesson. So measures of central tendency, the median of a distribution. Now, what exactly is this about, the median of a distribution? Now, the median of a distribution is the middle value of the distribution when arranged in order of size, okay? And basically, we talk about the measures of central tendency. Basically, we're pretty much looking for a central value, and the median is another way we find the central value, and it's actually literally the central value, the median. So basically, to find the median of a distribution, you take all the values and you arrange them in order of size, and you quite literally find the middle value. Okay, and here's an example. We've been asked, a die was tossed 10 times and the following results were obtained. Find the median of the distribution. So we have these results, okay? And the die was tossed 10 times. So we got 5, then we got 1, then we got 4, then we got 5, and up until the end there. And then basically what we do to find the median of this distribution is we arrange these in ascending order of size. Okay, so from 1 up until 5. So we have 1 to 5 in this distribution. And like I said, we quite literally find the middle value. Okay, and in situations like this where we have an even number of values, we actually usually end up with two values, two middle values. Okay, but if you have a data set with an odd number of values, you would end up with one value in the middle. But for a situation like this where you have two values, what you do is you add the two values together and you divide by 2. And in this case, it will actually just give you 4. Now, we can also find the median of a distribution using a frequency table. Okay, and we have a frequency table here. And basically for our data x, we just introduce our values 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we introduce frequency. 1 occurs 2 times, 2 we have just 1, 3, 1, 4 occurs 3 times, and 5 occurs 3 times as well. And now, to find the median of a distribution using a frequency table, we make use of cumulative frequency. And if you recall, to find the cumulative frequency, you just need to add the frequencies up until that given point. Okay, so if you're looking to find the cumulative frequency at x equals 1, basically for 1 there, you just have a frequency at 2 and it's just 2 because there's nothing above 2. And then for the next cumulative frequency at 2, you add the frequency at 2 and everything above it. So you have 1 plus 2, okay? And then the next one we have 1, and when we have 1 above it, we have 2 above it, we have 1 plus 1 plus 2, it gives you 4. And then 3 above we have 1, above we have 1, above we have 2 as well. So we have 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2, and that gives you 7. And then finally 3 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2, basically everything above 3 plus 3 gives you 10. Now, to find the median of a distribution, basically, you say you have median, and what you do, we find the median cumulative frequency, the middle cumulative frequency. I do that by finding the total frequency plus 1 divided by 2, and that will give you 11 divided by 2. In this case, the total frequency is 1 plus 1, it gives you 11 divided by 2, and you have 5.5. And basically, what you need to do now is you need to look at the frequency, cumulative frequency column there, and you need to find where 5.5 is. Okay, so it's not on 2, 3, 4. Now 5.5 is between 4 and 7. Okay, now look, basically the cumulative frequency for 3 stops at 4, and then right from 4 up until 7 we're counting 4, 5, 6, 7, and I tell you that 5.5 falls at that point. Okay, so the point where basically we have 4, and then from 4 we're counting up until 7. Okay, so 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, and basically 5.5 is between 5, 6, and 7. So basically, our median cumulative frequency, the median cumulative frequency falls at that point 7. And basically, if you trace it down, you see the corresponding data, the corresponding value is 4, which tells you our median in this case is 4. So basically, we're looking to find the median of a data set from a frequency table. You write your values, your frequencies, and then you work out your cumulative frequencies. All right. Then you say total frequency plus 1 divided by 2, and it will give you your median cumulative frequency. And then you go back on your table and you try to identify where that frequency is from your cumulative frequency column, okay, where it falls, and wherever that median cumulative frequency falls is your median of that data set. Let's do another one. So we have example 1, and the table below shows the distribution of the amount of money which some students have in their pockets. Determine the median of the distribution. Okay, so we have 2, 4, 6, 8, and $10, and then basically frequency 1, 3, 4, 5, and 1. And quite simply, we draw our frequency table X, F, and cumulative frequency. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. And we have our frequencies 1, 3, 4, 5, and 1. Then we start working our cumulative frequencies 1, then 1 plus 3, 4. 1 plus 3 plus 4 gives you 8. 1 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 gives you 13. And 1 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 1 gives you 14. And now to find your median cumulative frequency, you simply add 1 to the total frequency, the sum of the frequencies, and then divide the sum of the frequencies, not the sum of the cumulative frequencies, the sum of the frequency. And the sum of the frequencies is usually the last value for the cumulative frequencies. And in this case, it's 14. Okay, and we have 14 plus 1 divided by 2, that's 15 divided by 2 gives you 7.5. And now we need to look back at our table and try to identify exactly where 7.5 would fall. And I'll tell you 7.5 would fall there. Okay, so basically look at 4. After 4, for basically going up to the 6, the value 6, you start counting the frequency from 4, 5, 6, 7, 7.5. So 7.5 is somewhere there, okay, which will tell you that our median in this case is 6. Very simple, very straightforward. So at this point, I'd leave you. We'll come to the end of this very simple lesson, finding the median of a distribution. And you can go ahead now and attempt questions on the worksheet. Bye for now.